Howdy, folks. This is Ted Lasso, your favorite optimistic American football coach turned English football coach. And welcome to the Richmond Way, a Ted Lasso Rewatch podcast. So grab your biscuits, put on your AFC Richmond scarf, and let's embark on this journey together.
Whistle!
Hello, and welcome back to a very special episode of the Richmond Way. I play the role of Ebenezer Scrooge this week. And I have the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future in Marc and Bonnie.
And Tiny Tim!
Who
Tim. Did not die.
Oh, he did eventually.
Hey. Hello. Well,
hello.
Oh man.
It was how old was Tiny? Was that when that book was written?
Like 5.
No, I meant like year. Like, was it the 1800s or 1900s?
I think that's what Bonnie meant. It was the year 5.
Oh, the year 5. Yeah. So either way, Tiny Tim is dead.
1843.
Yeah, and he had a bum leg back in 1843. Yeah, he didn't make it far.
You got a cough in 1843.
They put leeches up your butt.
Let's just let you a little bit. Bleed you.
Let all the bad blood out.
Yeah, and don't put any back in. But yeah, good way to start this holiday.
Right. So Christmas means to me.
Yeah.
We are talking about I don't even know what you call it, but it's called The Missing Christmas Mustache. It wasn't a full episode. It was kind of like a YouTube short for the series.
Yeah, like a bonus feature, an extra.
A nonsense.
No, that's a Sabrina Carpenter song.
Couldn't tell you that. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I can confirm.
I'm an old man.
Not deny. I am also. I'm older. I'm the oldest person on this podcast.
347 years old, and not a day older.
That's right. 111th of your birthday.
You got to say it like you're like choking on your tongue.
I choke on enough stuff. I don't need to choke on my tongue.
Well, that's for the Patreon, Mike.
That's for the OnlyFans.
Yeah, and clowns.
And only clowns.
And maybe my Christmas Carol story if everybody's nice about it.
There you go.
Maybe.
Define nice.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, we'll see.
Anyways.
We'll see.
Anywho, so in this 4 to 5 minute brief little snippet, Ted loses his mustache somehow, and everyone helps him look for it, which leads to him realizing the true meaning of the holiday season.
Mustaches. Being hairy.
Being hairy.
Mustache riots.
Mustache riots. A ZJ. You have
what?
to ask. You can't afford it.
Yeah. Not in this economy.
You've never seen Beer Fest?
No, I've seen a beer fest.
I mean, it's probably in other things.
But yeah, Bonnie wore her Christmas jumper last week, so I figured I would wear my Christmas jumper this week, which is also a Star Wars one. And it says, "Your lack of cheer is disturbing." I'm not going to pull it up the rest of the way because, again, that's for Patreon.
Patreon.
Talk about Harry.
Yeah, that's on my face, not up here.
I'm digging the mountain lion hat, to be honest.
It's a cougar.
Oh, it's a cougar? Okay.
Yeah. It was a joke hat that was given to me, and it's I keep wearing it because joke's on them. I think it's great. It was part of my costume. Hat. Yeah. Thank you.
For those who are listening and not watching it, shame on you.
Did you say watching?
Listen. Listen.
Watching
is like listening, but with your ears.
That's right. It's Braille for ears.
Yes.
Apologies to all the Braille users out there, both
like,
those who need it and those who do it for a hobby.
What?
I'm tired.
What is happening? Yeah. So,
I'm tired.
If you guys want to hear some fun facts for this episode,
always
So it was directed by Jed Hathaway, who did the stop motion animation for it. who has also done a bunch of like other like kind of stop motion animation projects.
Now, this was in England. Why didn't they use the Chicken Run guys?
Aardman?
Yeah. Why didn't they look like the Chicken Run characters?
Well, because, they were going for the Rankin's Bass stop motion. Rankin's Bass also did the really trippy Lord of the Rings rotoscoped
The 70s
animated films from the 70s that like you had to be on some kind of substance to like
everyone
really
was
appreciate. Yeah.
Weren't they not?
So
Dude, I love Chicken Run.
Yeah.
I love Chicken Run. I have some
Chicken
fun
Run.
Chicken Run stories too, but my favorite is the really, really dumb chicken in it. That, like, I think her name is like Georgina. And then they're trying to escape the farm. She goes, "Are we on holiday?" Like, it just always makes me laugh.
Yeah, she's great.
People are getting voices for free. It's great.
Yeah, it's the holiday season of some kind. Who's to say?
People eat chickens on holidays. It's fine.
Yeah,
people eat chickens every day.
Roast goose.
Gonna have some for dinner tonight after this.
Nice.
And
then Bill Lawrence
and falafel.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Never had
I know.
falafel.
Mike, get over here.
Awful falafel waffle.
Mark?
What?
You're on the edge. I can tell. You're about to get beat.
Promise.
The wooden spoon's coming out.
No, this is LA. I'm gonna get out my sandal.
Or
get out my chancla like a respectable, proper woman. Yes.
You got to throw it. You'll throw it from your shot, and somehow it'll come through my shot, hit me, and then go out of mine.
Let's see. At the end of the episode, she's going to throw it. In the opening of the next one, you're going to have to hit yourself in the face with a sandal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in 2025. But yeah, so yeah, the other thing I thought was funny was that when this came out, Bill Lawrence talked about that he would have preferred that they hold the episode we just talked about before this one, Carol the Bells, from season 2 and then drop it like after season 2 as like a extra episode after the season had ended, which I can't follow that because it did come out in August of 2021 rather than December, which Hocus Pocus did come out in July of 1993, so can't all be released to specific holidays, I guess. But
every Christmas movie comes out by Thanksgiving.
It's true. Unless you're the James Gandolfini, Ben Affleck movie Surviving Christmas, which came out in October of that year, bombed, and they released it on DVD and VHS in December of that year, so people would not forget that it existed.
It always made me laugh. All the Christmas movies on Thanksgiving, and then horror movies on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The way God intended.
Or a horror movie in October that is Christmas themed.
Like Terrifier 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's see.
It's coming out in a couple days.
Or has already been out.
Has already come out. Sorry.
For months.
At
this point.
And now it's streaming.
Wink. In a couple days.
It's appropriate time of year to watch it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa gets take
as DJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the night Santa went crazy. The night Santa,
Hey, if I was Santa, I would have gone crazy too.
You can't walk around the North Pole without stepping in reindeer guts.
Stepping in something.
All right.
Stepping in poop.
That's right. I mean, they do make all those like sweet candy things around this time of year where you can push the tail and it, gives you a little chocolate raisin that you can eat that comes out of a reindeer's butthole. So
hot.
Yeah. Not just available in Germany.
Who would have thought this was a Christmas episode?
Yeah. Who would have thought this episode would have went off the rails with Mike starting it?
That's what I bring to the table.
And that's why we love you.
Speak for yourself.
All right. Well,
I'm just kidding.
Are you though?
Mike, you're actually my favorite.
Wow. You know what's funny is that she says put someone else as her favorite each and every every other episode.
Why we pay her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's whoever pays me the most that week becomes my favorite.
That's actually what your Patreon dollars go towards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Pay
one
me
of the.
because I'm cute.
Yeah, it's one of the tiers.
It's one of the tiers.
It's called "Pay Me Because I'm Cute." The tier.
Mm-hmm. It's a respectable tier. I don't see the problem here. Now we're full of holiday cheer. Great, I rhymed. Let's continue.
Nice. You're a poet and you didn't realize it.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah, what did you guys think of this 4.5 to 5 minute Rankin's Bass homage short?
I thought it was cute. I definitely had some thoughts on it. I was wondering about some of the production thoughts.
Yeah,
Like
I liked you.
yeah, yeah. Like, one of my thoughts was I think it was the right length for something like this, where you could watch it with a small child and they wouldn't lose interest or go like, yeah, this is boring, whatever. Like, it's a quick like little bonus thing, but I would be curious to know if it was filmed in live action first, and then they said, we don't really have enough of this to put it into an episode. Let's put it into stop motion and then make it a bonus feature. If it was that way, or if it was, let's just do more and have them do VO and then set all that up. But I'm very curious to know which way it went.
It definitely, now you mention it, felt like these were quotes pulled from here, there, and everywhere and thrown together.
Just like Roy.
He is here, there, and everywhere.
Well, because I was also wondering too, because I couldn't find any info on this. Was this made first, and then the opening that they made for it was then reused for the Carol of the Bells episode, but that came out first. And then they're like, we got to get all of our money's worth out of these claymation figures that we had made, and so we got to use them in the opening of that, and we got to do the I'm sure some Warner Brothers office or some Apple TV office has them.
Someone's kid
somewhere.
is shoving a crayon in someone's nose right now.
Probably one of Jason Sudeikis' kids. But
yeah,
I thought that was interesting too, and that kind of made me think of, because I saw something recently about the Pharrell biopic movie with like where they had shot the entire thing as like a normal documentary.
Do we need that? I
don't know.
I saw the preview for that before a kids movie. I was like, this is not.
I do appreciate the
use of
trying
Lego.
to do something different with music biopics now. Like between this and then there's the Robbie Williams, often spoken about on Ted Lasso, by the way of, what if Planet of the Apes, but the only ape is Robbie Williams, not Robin Williams, Robbie Williams.
I want all biopics to be VH1 behind the music still.
oh, those are fun.
Or what if a documentary was just pop-up video?
Could do those too.
Video. Oh. And what if it was unplugged?
No.
See now we're really dating ourselves at this point. But yeah, like between like what you said, Bonnie, with like wondering like if it was filmed in live action and then stop, or maybe even if it was, and then that was used as reference after, just so they could know like what to do in there and whatnot. But
yeah,
one of the things I really liked in it too is like some of the subtle like holiday movie references that they do in there too, because like Ted screams at one point, and he does the Kevin McAllister scream with his hands on his face. And then like all the characters still feel like they're characters though too, because like Beard has like a disguise kit. Rebecca's surprised by that, and Beard is surprised that she doesn't have one. Which is, you then get to see Ted with a full beard. So flash forward to like when he's talking about how he chose his facial hair in season 3.
Asquatch.
Yeah, Asquatch. I hate what you've done to me. But yeah, like you get to see him that way, and it made me laugh too, because Jamie at one point says one of all of our favorite things for him to say, but Bonnie says it the best. So
disgusting. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I said, I was like, oh, well, there it is. Nice. And I like that he like broke someone's car window thinking it was Ted's window. So I was like, wait, you broke the window assuming it was Ted's window? To, like,
Yeah.
Jamie's
It's not a good look.
yeah. And then like I had this kind of somewhere else because it's like I'm not sure if this is considered quote unquote canon, like to the show. Like, do these events like actually like I'm assuming no.
Why wouldn't it be? You can just pop
I don't know.
eyebrows back out of your face.
Right? Or just rip them off your face and then put them on someone else's face.
Well, you can rip them off your face. That's a known fact.
Yeah. But I did like the thing in there too, because since this came out after the end of season 2, spoiler alerts, people that haven't watched all of season 2 yet, but are following along with our rewatch podcast. I liked the very like tongue-in-cheek thing about Nate was like, I love you all. And Higgins was like, don't ever change, Nate. I was like, yeah, Nate. Don't change.
Yeah, Nate. God.
Nate the Great. Well, if this was after season 2, he would have already changed too. So
yeah, so that's why like the placement in the timeline, or if it's even considered canon, is kind of like, you know,
there's all kinds of cannons. Big ones, small ones.
Cannons with one end, cannons with two ends. Yeah.
Nick,
yeah, it's true.
And all his little cannons.
Yeah, that's right. It's 12 other cannons right there.
Don't say that to Nick. Dave Chappelle, or you know what Dave Chappelle would say.
Nick Cannon's hilarious. Man, fuck Nick Cannon.
The only good thing Dave Chappelle ever gave to society was that line.
No, there's some other good stuff from Chappelle's show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff from Chappelle's show. Even if, you know, we have some issues with some things he said now.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple things.
Season 2 of Chappelle's show is top tier.
I'm Wayne Brady, bitch.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? When he can't listen, he did. When he did a show when I was working at a theater, Wayne Brady was doing a musical there, and all of us in the box office. Sorry, Wayne Brady, if you ever listen to this. Every time somebody would call and they wanted to see the show, we just like look at each other and go like, is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? Like every time, it was just madness.
I wonder if he loves that or hates that. That like
he did it, so
I know, but I'm like, I wonder if like he knew like the life that was gonna take on. Well, I mean, there's no way he would have known that, but like if he had known the life that line would take on.
Does he like that more, or let's make a deal more?
Or whose line is it anyway?
He probably loves Who Lines It Anyway. Because he tours with that from time to time.
That's true.
Yeah.
The rules are made up and nothing matters.
The points are made up. And
yeah. What was your favorite thing about it, Mike? Since we all know that your favorite...
The credits.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker.
It was there.
You were there. Well, Grinch McGee over here.
That's right. It was the appropriate length for a Christmas anything.
God damn. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like on the opposite side of the holiday film spectrum.
I don't know.
Like, which is fine. It's good to have that spectrum of that. It's like that, like one of us is like over here and then the other one's like way over here.
I'm not even on the grid. The spectrum can't find me.
You're not Jeff Bridges. You're not on the grid.
I mean, the part that made me laugh was Jamie popping in when Roy grew his eyebrows back, and then like in that Zoom call, which made no sense to me, but we'll talk about that later.
That was a multi FaceTime call.
Whatever the hell you want to call it.
Because it was Apple. It can't be Zoom.
Yeah, it can. I have Zoom on my Mac.
No, I'm saying like if Apple's gonna make it, they're not gonna be like, hey, everybody, go use Zoom. It's awesome. Go
But it
use
was just
Microsoft Teams.
in the middle of it, it was just you hear Roy go, "Let's get back to sexy Christmas."
Oh yeah, I heard that. I was like, the 28th, the sexiest of all days.
So those are my favorite parts, and the credits.
Well, Bonnie had a lot more good notes about the production of it too.
Yeah, because my thought was obviously it's really good sound design as we have that throwback. But my thought was just listening to it, I was like, this is really good. And being able to hear some of the reverb in the locker room, and that made me go like, it's very good. It's almost so suspiciously good that it makes me think they filmed it and then just used the audio from the episode. If they filmed it live action, took the audio from the episode and then did the stop motion. Because it's really, really good. And I thought, like, that's a lot of effort and a lot of sound design and a lot of additional elements to have to do for a 5-minute thing. So
Where's
that's just
Kip?
my thought on it.
Well,
Yeah. Be like, Kip, can you just
Call him.
fill us in on this? Because we don't know.
Yeah. If you guys want to know who we're talking about, you should go check out our episode with Kip Smidley, where we talked to him about the audio from the show. And if you haven't listened to that, you're missing out, because it's a good episode. Kip's cool.
It was. We need to have him back.
I agree.
Did we have him back?
Time is a flat
construct.
circle. Well, that too. I liked the other thing you noticed on there too, because I didn't notice this, but now that you had spotted it, Bonnie, it made me think about it.
How great the credits were. I mean, you didn't notice that?
You son of a bitch. Why does Higgins sound different in some parts?
Yeah, I didn't notice. I caught it, but I didn't think about it until you mentioned it in your notes.
It's the mustache. It's when he gets the Clark Gable mustache. It's the airflow of how the
airflow.
Oh, yeah.
How the dynamics of the, like, if I shaved this off, my voice would sound completely different. It sound like Mickey Mouse.
That's how that works. Oh,
Prove it.
okay.
Razors next door.
Nope.
Prove it.
Nope. I know what I look like.
Now in the
with
full
the
Megadeth
Amish kind of beard.
Motorhead. Just get rid of here and just have.
That would be the ultimate way to do this episode, is like call it the missing Christmas mustache, and then I shave like on episode so that I have a missing Christmas mustache.
Oh boy.
But we have to talk in reverse. So it looks
Yeah.
like you grow your
So it looks like
mustache
it's coming back as
Yeah. So let's work on
No,
that.
that's too much effort. That's too much effort. That would have to be like the highest Patreon tier that we'd ever make. And that Patreon tier would be Movember, which by the time this comes out was last month.
We don't need testicles. Let's not go there.
I mean, half the population or more does fine without them.
Some have 3, some have none, some have 1.
Yeah. What were you guys? What were your favorite quotes, guys?
What I just said.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
That's it.
that was a good timing as well for that joke.
Most of my quotes were actually mustache related too, because Rebecca says to split up and spot the snot mop, which I thought was funny and a nice turn of phrase for a mustache being called a snot mop. And then the Higgins saying, "Obviously, I do care. It's just the mustache talking." When he did the "Brinkley, my dear, I don't give a damn." And we kind of already highlighted this a little bit, but that, hey, sorry I was being such a straight white cisgender male version of the Grinch earlier, which I guess is just Ebenezer Scrooge.
Or me.
And then because it's not about making Christmas perfect for the people you love, it's the people you love that make Christmas perfect. Oh, yeah. And then Ted broke the fourth wall. He's like trying to explain what the episode was about, and then he's like, "You saw what we were going for." But yeah,
The fourth wall, that dreaded wall.
Yeah.
That dang
No.
wall always getting in the way.
Yeah, notoriously broken by Ferris Bueller,
He's
Jen
allowed.
Walters, Wade Wilson,
Wade Wilson.
just to name a few. But yeah,
I think that's all we got.
Yeah, that was the episode. Also, hot
That was the
dog
episode.
eggnog. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
Yeah, that
go
was
dip
fun.
a hot dog in some eggnog. That sounds
Whoa,
like a
that's
movie-
going on the
that's-
Patreon.
Hey, only certain people could see that. That sounds like euphemism for. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop right there.
You
Stop.
should. Yep.
Yeah, stop. What's the eggnog really made of? Thoughts?
Disgusting. Friggin' hate
Pretty
it.
much.
Ugh. Eggnog is gross. I'm sorry.
It is.
Ugh.
Nope.
No,
wanna
it
drink-
tastes like regret.
Dad, eggnog is awesome.
Okay,
You were
whatever
awesome. Yeah.
floats your boat, I guess.
It does float my boat because it's liquid and boats float on liquid.
It's thick enough. You don't float nothing floats or sinks in it. It's just like
And then it all
non-Newtonian fluid.
And then it all gets stuck in my mustache, and then I can lick my mustache and get the eggnog out of it later. It's like a little like snack for later when I drink eggnog.
It's enough of you.
Cool.
But yeah, so I mean that does it for our episode about that. But I think this is also going to be our last episode of 2025 or 2024. I almost effed that up. Caught myself right there at the end.
Who knows? Maybe it will be the last one of 2025 as well. Time is a construct.
Yeah, I mean you can watch this again in 2025, and it could be the last one you watch in 2025 too. But yeah, happy holidays from the Richmond Way. From me.
Never mind.
What? Happy
I had a
holidays.
weird. No, don't worry about me. It was just
and
a
Happy New
weird
Year.
thought popped in my head, and then I was like, "Wait, no, it makes sense." Never mind.
Those pop in my head all the time, and then I unfortunately speak about them.
No, I was gonna say if it's the last one of 2025, the holidays already happened. But I was like, "Oh wait, we might just not release an episode in between." So it was just a stupid thought because my brain isn't working properly.
That'd be a large gap in time between. But yeah, we'll be back in January 2025 with whatever episode comes after this one, which I think is Rainbow.
I think you're right.
Rain. But
Thank everybody for catching the first year of the Richmond Way.
Woo!
We finished a year, well, not a year of the show, but we finished the first year in which this show existed. And possibly 2025 might be a year in which Ted Lasso comes back for a fourth season, it seems, possibly. So this podcast may turn into...
someone's vibrating.
Whoa, that's going on the Patreon.
Sorry, let me just move that out of the way. But anyway,
I'm gonna
But-
vomit everywhere.
well,
Eggnog everywhere.
one of us has to know about it so that if one of us dies, the other one can go destroy it. But
Yeah.
Hell no, that's getting posted everywhere.
well, yeah, that's the plan for you. That's what you told me to do.
Mhm.
Is that if you die, I have
Right.
to post a picture of it and say that it was mine,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how it happened. Because we were assuming that one of us killed the other one in that contest, and then we have to take ourselves down by posting that. And this is a weird ending to this, but anyways,
We started weird. We're gonna end weird. That's what I bring to the table.
Let's
I mean
get
that's what
weird.
that's what my tombstone's gonna say. Came into the world weird, ended the world.
Ended the world.
Yeah.
Jesus, Mark.
Hey,
It's the direction we're going.
Anyways, where can they find you, Bonnie?
VOsuperhero.com, voiceover superhero. VO is in voiceover, not BO is in body odor, because Mark always laughs when I say that.
Yeah, /Cougar. I don't know. Actually,
Nope,
now
not
that I said that, now you have to make that a page, and it just goes to like a. There you go.
Get me that time, you jerk. Yeah, I'll add it. We'll see. I have stuff to add, so I guess I could.
That'd be funny if you just click a button that says cougar and it just makes a cougar sound effect. It's like, "Rawr," and then it just does that.
Could start marketing myself that way, so I guess that works.
It'd be funny. And then for the show, richmondwaypod.com, where you can find this episode if you're traveling back in time and haven't watched this episode yet, but are watching this part of the episode. And also all the episodes before this and all the episodes after this, because like we said, time is a construct in a flat circle.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. But all right, everybody. Thanks for listening, watching, or watching, as it was said before earlier in this episode, to the Richmond Way. You want to say anything else, Mike?
No. I've
Well,
said
how
all
about-
I can.
Okay.
I'll never say that.
All right. And Tiny Tim also says goodbye as well from the grave.
From the grave.
God bless us, everyone. That's what he says from the grave.
So until next time, folks, be curious, not judgmental, and keep rewatching. This is Ted Lasso signing off. As the man once said, the harder you work, the luckier you get.